Alright guys, I'm gonna show you guys some solo drills exercise, okay, to guys improve your movement when you play bottom, okay. We're gonna start very simple. The first I'm gonna show you guys the regular hip escape, alright. So you guys gonna be bow legs flex, elbows in, okay, as a frame. You guys gonna turn sideways in your shoulder and make sure you keep your toes on the floor, alright. Don't use your heel to move your hips, use your toes. One knee up, one knee down, elbows in. When you move your hips, use your toes, slide your hips, come back in the frame, come back first, and start to turn your body to the other side. So side to side. Alright, the next one is then I just move my hips. I'm gonna move my hips and I'm gonna do the chest escape or a shoulder escape, okay? So I think this is really important, especially to replace the guard, recover the guard in some situations you guys gonna see in the DVD, alright? So the next one, I'm gonna move my hips first. Then after my hips, I'm gonna move my chest. I'm gonna put my chest away and I'm gonna pulse my elbow. So make sure when you do this, don't go on your back flat. Okay, hip escape and chest escape. Make sure it stays sideways. Okay? So hip escape, chest escape. The next one, you're gonna combine three exercises. You guys gonna do hip escape, chest escape, and I'm gonna use my elbow to sit up and do the sit up escape. So I'm gonna do hip escape, chest escape, pulse my elbow. Now I start to come up. Go here, pulse my elbow, pulse my hands. When I get here, I need to make sure I have one knee up, one knee down. When I pulse my hands, my fingers is behind and I need to have a nice posture. Don't stay on your elbows and don't pulse your fingers in this direction here. Your fingers is behind, alright? Now when I scoop back, when I'm gonna do the butt scoop, I go to the same side I have my knee, I slide my hip this way. I do 1, 2. Then I come back flat to the floor. Then I'm gonna do the other side. Hip escape, chest escape, pulse my elbow, start to come up, pulse my hands on the floor, nice posture, scoop back. Come back. Now, I'm gonna combine these three exercises with the technical stand-up, alright? After everything, I'm gonna stand up in base. I'm gonna do hip escape, chest escape, pulse my elbow, I start to come up, I butt scoop to the side, I bring my legs back, I start to lift my hips, and I bring my leg back, and I stand up in base. And again. So a hip escape, chest escape, pulse my elbow, start to come up, I butt scoop to the side, bring my legs back, to come back to the position, start to elevate my hips, bring my leg back, stand up in base. Also guys, you guys can do this with your knee on the floor. You guys can do hip escape, chest escape, come up, butt scoop to the side, bring your legs back, and just put your knee on the floor. Then you guys sit through, and come back to the same position. So hip escape, chest escape, pulse your elbow, start to come up, butt scoop to the side, put our legs in position again, elevate your hips, knee on the floor. Okay, in this position. Keep our base, then sit through. So, I'm gonna do the sequence, I'm gonna do the flow drills, the whole sequence you guys see, okay, how you guys can do this back and forth. Now guys, I'm gonna show you guys a sequence to guys improve when you are in bad situations, alright? It's an exercise to guys get better in bad situations, okay? When you're on bottom. So the first one, you guys gonna be flat your back. It's pretty much you guys gonna use this to improve your elbow escape from mount position, okay? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place my frames, my elbows inside and my frames in front of my face. I'm gonna make a bridge up, pretty much a upa, okay, just to make the guy, if the guy is on top of you, pose the hands on the floor, right? I'm gonna do a bridge up. I'm gonna try to bring my heels, my toes as close as possible to my butt. I'm gonna bridge up, and as I do this, when my hips start to go down, I'm gonna turn sideways in my shoulder, and my leg go flat on the floor, all the way flat on the floor. Then I move my hips to the side. Make sure when you do this, no open your elbows, keep your elbows, think about like you have a frame in mount position. Then you move your hips. So bridge up, when you turn, flat, and move your hips. Up, sideways, your leg flat, don't let your knee turn in, then your hips to the side, hips up, hips keep out. Now the next one is when the guy is on the side control, when our partner is in the side control, and I'm gonna bridge over my shoulder, then I'm gonna pop my hips to the side. So think about you have the frame inside, the other frame in the shoulder of the guy. Stand bridge up now. You guys gonna bridge over a shoulder. I'm gonna make a bridge over my shoulder. I'm gonna maintain my hips off the ground, and I'm gonna pop my hips to the side. And I come back. Then the same thing to the other side. I bridge over my shoulder, my ear pretty much almost touch the mat, and I hip escape to the side. So bridge, hip escape to the side. The next one, I'm gonna pretty much make a bridge, and I'm gonna turn all the way, almost go when I go turtle position. If I need to go almost turtle and come back. I'm gonna make a bridge. I'm gonna start post my hands on the floor, and I'm gonna start to turn all the way. When I turn, guys, pay attention to my elbow, how my elbow start to go inside to protect the hooks in the back. Think about if the guy's here, I wanna go here, look. This position. Make sure you go on your shoulder and your legs flex and your toes on the floor. Look at how my elbow protect my back. Then I come back. When I come back, this leg start to go open, a big circle. When I come back here, I keep my hips off the ground and I go to the other side. And I turn side to side. Look at how my hips don't touch the floor. I keep my hips off the ground all the time. The next one, I'm gonna show you guys when you need to turn your belly down to escape and kind of like go single leg, alright? So, I'm gonna hip escape to the side. Okay, and now I'm gonna use my toes to start to elevate my shoulder, and I start to bring my bottom leg all the way down. As I do this, guys, look at how I'm not gonna turn this way, I'm gonna turn this way. My head's gonna be here. Think about the guys here. Okay, think about the guys in your side. I lift. When I start to bring my leg, that's the leg I'm looking for. Look, think about you have the single leg here. You guys gonna be in your toes, in your knees on the floor, your elbows. You guys gonna come up your knees first. Post one hand on the floor and the opposite side leg. okay? To make a base here. Then you guys see through. Then I'm gonna do again. So hip escape, I bridge over my shoulder, bring my bottom leg. I come up in here. Elbow, pulse my hands, pulse my legs, sit through. The last one, I'm gonna do pretty much a back roll on my shoulder, and I'm gonna come back the opposite side shoulder. Think about when you have to turn and you need to come back to replace the guard. So I go over my right shoulder, all the way, and I come back to my left shoulder. I place my left shoulder on the ground, I look to the other side, and I do a front roll. So back roll, front roll. Back roll, and I front roll. Back roll, and I front roll. Now I'm gonna put everything together to you guys see, okay? To you guys do kind of like a flow drills. That's it. In this sequence, guys, I'm gonna show you guys an exercise you guys improve when you go invert, right? Or you guys learn how to go invert, okay? It's a simple exercise you guys learn how to go upside down, okay? The first one, I'm gonna start my back. I'm gonna pop my hips a little bit to the side, and I'm gonna start to go in my shoulder. I'm gonna step one leg over, okay? The bottom leg, try to notice how I use my toes, okay? My frame is always here. Now the bottom leg go all the way through to the other side, and I'm gonna do a big circle. I'm gonna try to spin my toes. Look, I go here, I start to bring my leg, I start to spin my toes, my hips start to go off the ground, and I switch sideways. Okay, try to pay attention how my hips go off the ground. I start to bring my leg, my hips go off the ground, and I do a big circle. And I keep over like this. Big circles. Make sure don't stay flat on your back like this, look. Right? So your upper body follow your lower body. The next one, I'm going to start very similar, but I'm going to start to diving upside down. I'm going to start to put my head inside to go upside down. I'm going to pop my hip to the side, step my leg over. As I do this, guys, I'm going to start to use my toes again. I start to elevate my shoulder first, and I dive my head inside. When I dive, I'm going to be upside down in this position, and now I finish it to come back to the neutral position. Then I do again. I step, I start to use my toes, I elevate my shoulder, look. Okay, now I need to put my head inside. I pretty much stretch upside down, and I come back to the other side. So one step, toes on the floor, It's pretty much my toes is gonna do the job to push myself in my shoulder. Now I dive my head inside. The next one, I'm gonna start setting up like this. I lean forward a little bit and I keep my legs flex, bent, okay? Flex feet, right? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hug my legs and I'm gonna start putting my head inside, right? Make sure, guys, don't go on your back like this, right? Just start to lay down to the side and start to dive inside. Look, head, upside down, and go to the other side. Look how I try to touch my toes on the floor. Look, toes, toes, and I switch. I think a good exercise to guys start to be comfortable when you invert is like you just stretch over the head and switch shoulder to shoulder. Look. This type of stretch help you a lot to guys start to get loose in this position, you know, start to feel comfortable there, okay? A lot of people don't feel comfortable invert. If you start to stretch a little bit every day, over shoulders, upside down, help you a lot to stay there and feel better, feel comfortable. So now, I'm gonna show you guys some exercise, similar exercise in the wall, okay? So, I'm gonna put myself close to the wall, my toes on the wall. I'm gonna elevate my hips a little bit off the ground, okay? I'm gonna pop my hips to the side. As I do this, I step my leg over, okay? I'm gonna be in the same position as before. Look, toes on the wall, toes on the wall. My frame is, look, my both hands go here, and I touch my hands on the wall. Now my bottom leg go all the way through to the other side, and look how I put my hips off the ground. I start to go here, my hips start to go off the ground, and I switch. The next exercise, I'm gonna show you guys how to use the wall to go invert. Okay, it's very similar. I did it before, use the solo. Right now I'm gonna use the wall. So I start from the same position, I leave my hips, pop my hips to the side. Step my leg over, okay? When I step the other leg, I start to go invert. Look, I elevate my hips off the ground and I start to dive my head inside. When I get here, if you guys can do a pit stop here, touch the wall to stay here a little bit. Now the other leg start to go to the other side. And you keep doing. You step, go invert, switch. Try to use the momentum to go invert. It's very hard to do if you stop. Step, go invert. When you step, you start to lift your hips, diving your head inside, and switch. You guys can go all the way. I'm gonna do the whole sequence to you guys see, kind of like a flow thrust. in this sequence right now, I'm gonna start my back, okay? And I'm gonna post my elbow and I'm gonna start setting up. My intention when I'm setting up is to use the butterfly guard, right? I'm gonna start to show you guys some exercise, okay? To you guys do the regular drills. So I'm gonna start my back. I'm gonna post one knee down, one knee up, and I'm gonna post my elbow on the floor. When I post my elbow, use my elbow to start setting up, and I'm gonna come up in butterfly position. Okay? The first exercise, when I come up in butterfly position, I need to make sure I start to use flex feet, right? My elbow inside my knee. Okay? So right now, I'm gonna start to fall to the side, and I'm gonna use my toes to elevate my hips. Pay attention how my leg, I don't turn my knee in. I start to go here, to the side, my shoulder, and I start to use my shoulder on the floor, and I start to elevate my hips. I use my toes to elevate my hips. Look how I don't let my knee turn in, I keep my knee point up, okay? Then I come back, and I do the other side. So I switch my legs, same position, and I start to go to the other side. Shoulder, toes, elevate your hips. The bottom leg is the most important, guys. Is how I elevate my hips. Look. Use the toes to elevate my hips. The next one, I'm gonna start from butterfly position. Okay, make sure, guys, flex feet, open your legs, your knees down like a butterfly, stretching here, elbow inside, lean forward. Okay, it's really, really important when you guys play butterfly. Don't play like this. Play more like lean forward. Your chest past the line of your hips. Okay, I'm gonna post both hands on the floor and I'm gonna scoot back faster, right? I'm gonna use my heels on the floor and my hands to scoot myself back, and I come back to butterfly position. If I wanna move forward, I'm gonna step my hooks, look, my legs like a butterfly, and use my heels to bring me up, to scoop it inside. Okay, if I don't use my hands, I use my heels to push myself back. Okay, 4 again, hands. 4, no hands. I use my heels to push myself back. Now I'm gonna do a kind of like a combo, to you guys see.